stamina. Nigga, we professionals with guns in the camera. So smile, say cheese, I put one in your bandana. I spit that sick shit, give your man's cancer. Black Panther, disguised as a panhandler. Elbow you in your face like Tito Santana. You can tell we hungry, you can tell we grungy. I smoke blunts in front of the church every Sunday. Abuse crews cause they got loose screws like Kelly Bundy. I can tell you dummies, I can tell you funny, and I can tell you gay like the purple Teletubby.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Bad C, aka Nicholas Cage, aka Larry J. Blige, aka your mother's baby father. Yo, check it. We back with another episode of your favorite song, man. Where I sit down with your favorite artist and I ask you, yo, what's your favorite song, B? Word up, we done had everybody on here. You know what I'm saying? It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. Tell everybody about it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe, share, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that shit. Me. Anyway, tonight is a real special episode, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I couldn't have my brother rest in peace to my brother PH. I couldn't have my brother on the show. So you know what I'm saying? The next best thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing on his widow and his son. You heard? I'm bringing on Shantae, and I am bringing on Ray. You understand what I'm saying? It's serious. Yo, what's good, y'all?
No AKAs, just Shantae.
Word. Ain't no that's AKA sis. You know what I'm saying? That's the sis. What's good, sis?
Nothing much, you know, maintaining, raising kids.
Yeah. Yo,
trying to stay Rona free.
Yeah. Yo, so during this whole Rona thing, you know, like how y'all been dealing with it? Like, y'all had it in the house?
I had it like 2 weeks ago. I got it for like the first time. I guess I had the Omicron or whatever the hell it's called now.
The Omarion. You had the Omarion.
Yeah. Yes. I had that version of it. That's Yeah. I didn't have an extreme case of it, but it was enough to put me on my ass.
Yeah.
It honestly felt like I had the flu and like a really bad like cold at the same time. I was sweating, I had goosebumps, I was cold, I was hot. Like it was like the ADD of sicknesses because I had like I didn't lose my sense of smell, I didn't lose my sense of taste, but everything tasted bland, like no seasoning. Like I could taste the food, but it was just like on mute almost. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like
mad body aches and shit. Like
for like 3 straight days, I was nervous for like 3 days straight because my body didn't feel right. Like I just didn't feel okay. Like it wasn't like I had shortness of breath or I couldn't breathe or anything like that, but just the up and down of different like symptoms was crazy. I was cold. Like I had goosebumps, but I'm like sweating. Like it was crazy.
And none of the kids caught it though, right?
Oh, thank God. Robbie, the baby, she was with my mom. The Royce, the middle one, he was with my sister. Raiden stayed home with me, but he stayed in the living room. He stayed away. He would come in, he had masked up. He wanted past the doorway. He's like peeking, Ma, you good? All right.
Yeah.
Close the door. Crazy.
Well, again, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're doing good and that you're better and that you shook the Rona off. You know what I'm saying? You told Omarion, you said Omarion. Word up.
It's crazy.
yeah, so this is pretty special. This is different. We haven't done anything like this before. Um, you know, P P, a lot of my first in the game was with him. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Just in terms of rehearsals, yeah,
Mhm.
overseas,
Yeah.
just a lot. A lot of my first time doing anything in this business, I did alongside him.
Right.
So it's I'm a huge fan of his, and it was really really tough to comb through the material. And then also that was my partner. So
Right.
I heard stuff a lot of people did too. You know what I'm saying? So it was
There's
tough.
that
Um
sense of value when you hear certain songs because it brings back those memories. Like, yo, I remember
yeah,
when we
yeah,
was doing
yeah,
recorded and then he hit me up. Like, so it's hard
yeah,
to like
yeah,
navigate what.
yeah. It's real tough to pinpoint them. Um not just one of my favorite rappers, but
Mhm.
one of my favorite people. You know what I'm saying? Like a really, really good friend. Um, Tell me how you met that knucklehead. Tell me how you met him. Cause yo, he the mayor. He knew everybody.
He did.
Everybody.
It was annoying. It was annoying. You couldn't walk down the street with him
I know.
because every beat it was like, yo, you pumpkin head, right? Oh, yo, PH, what's good, bro? Da-da-da, yo,
Yeah.
pump. Back in the day, I used to call him Pump. It was like, yo, Pump.
Yeah, Pump. Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
called Pump.
So it was one of those things where it was like, you really gotta walk down. Like, don't walk in the village with him.
Don't do it.
No, you're not
Don't
going
do
nowhere.
it.
You're not
That's
going
like
nowhere.
Snoop in LA. That's like Snoop in LA. Like
You are
you don't
not
do that.
going to take you about an hour to walk one block because
Yeah, that's a
everybody,
fact.
oh, P, yo, Pump. And it's like, oh my God, can we just go? Can we just come on? Like, stop to talk to everybody for 20 minutes? Like, come on.
So I mean, I gotta know, like, so like,
Mhm.
did he holler like? Well, how
He,
was he hollering? Like, was he awkward with it?
he was
Like, how did he?
corny. He was corny. He was corny. He was corny.
What he
He was
said?
trying to be funny. He was trying to be funny.
Yeah,
A little
yeah.
cornball with it. I don't know if you remember, but back then I had a blowout. My hair was mad short,
Facts.
right? And he had a blowout as well,
Facts.
just to paint the picture, right? So I met him at the New Eurekan. I believe it was All That, the Wednesday show.
Shout out to the New Eurekan.
Yes, Rocky.
Word up.
The
Yes.
whole. But yeah, so I was walking up to get online, and he was already standing outside. And as I'm passing him, he stopped me, and I'm just like I've seen him, but I don't know him,
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, like what? And he was like, yo, I'm seeing though. I'm like, what? He's like,
I'm
yo.
saying though.
He's like, yo, you bite in my style. I was like, excuse me? He's like,
Yeah,
yo,
that sounds like some shit.
he's like, you bite in my style. I'm like, what are you talking? I'm looking at myself like, huh?
Yeah.
Mind you, I got like baggy jeans, a t-shirt, and a backpack on. I'm like what? And he points to his hair because
Yeah.
I had a headband on. He had a sweatband on, and he was like pointing at his head, and I just thought are you serious?
Oh shit.
I was like,
yeah.
no. And I just kept walking, and that was
I believe it.
That was the first time we ever spoke. And then after that, every time I would see him at Words or All That, he would stop me and like, so what's up? What's good with you? And just talking. And then I guess when he made his move, He invited me to the studio.
Wait, which studio though? Because there was mad studios.
I believe it was supposed to be Will Tell.
Okay, Park Slope.
Yeah,
He
Park
was
Slope.
up on
I was
Fifth.
supposed to meet him at Union.
Okay.
So Will Tell lives around there. So
Yeah.
we had been like, I don't know. We talked a few times and he was like, yo, you should come to the studio, chill. And I was like, all right, whatever. And he was like, yeah, meet me at Union. I was like, all right. I lived in Park Slope at the time too. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I'm in the train station and I'm like, where the fuck this nigga at?
Yeah.
For like a good 40 minutes. You know, we didn't have cell phones back then. So, you know, you just you're waiting.
You had to wait.
You had to wait. And, you know, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where is he? And I was like, yo, fuck this. I'm leaving. So I went back home.
Ow.
And then the next time I saw him at Words, which was like, I don't know, maybe like 2-3 weeks later, he was like, yo, what happened to you? I was waiting for you. I was like, nigga, I was waiting for you. I was in the train station. He was like, yo, I was upstairs waiting for you.
Oh, God. Y'all was in the same place.
Yeah, but he was upstairs and I was in the train station. And I was like, you didn't think to come into the train station to see if I was...
No. No.
He's like, I figured you walked. I'm like, dude, I live on Prospect Ave. I was not walking to Union. Like, I was not.
Oh, man. Nah, I definitely believe that. I definitely believe that.
And then he was like, yo, all right, well, I'm going to be at the studio this weekend. Come through. I was like, nah, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. Sorry. And he was like,
now, Nah, go ahead.
Nah, so then I was like, now when you done with the studio, whatever, you come by my crib and we'll hang out, whatever. So he ended up coming to my house. We hung out in front of my building on Prospect and I lived on Prospect and 7th at that time. And we was hanging out in front of my building. I want to say we broke night, actually. We was out there just talking shit, like making me laugh. There was a school right across the street, so we was in the playground and there was like this monkey bar that was in the shape of a train.
Yeah.
And he was like climbing on that shit, and I'll never forget. I had a disposable camera and it had 3 pictures left, right? Because he was going through my book bag and he was like, "What's in your bag? What's in your bag?" And he pulled out my little disposable camera or whatever. And he was like, all right, take my picture. I was like, I don't want no fucking picture of you.
He said, take my picture.
But I did. I took a picture of him. He took a picture of me. And the last 3 pictures was the first day we ever hung out. And we had those. I still have them, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yes. Still have the pictures from the first time we ever hung out. He had a matchbook, right? Because I went through his wallet. I was like, you going through my bag? Let me go through your wallet. And he had typical shit in there, like a little bit of cash, bullshit card, like everybody's business card, mad business cards. Like, so many business cards. Oh, that's. I'm like, all right, Big Willie. And he had a condom in there. And I was like, yo, how old is this shit? Because it looked like it's been in there forever. He's like, oh, you got jokes. Sorry, Raiden. Raiden's like, I don't know. I was like, yo, that shit came with the wallet. You had that shit for years. He was like, man, don't crack on me. I was like, whatever. I was like,
hold on. You told him it came with the wallet? You told him it came? Yo, wow, that's crazy.
I was like, I bet if I take it out, there's going to be an imprint in your wallet from it.
Yeah, facts.
He was like, yeah, all right, go ahead, take it out. I took it out. That shit was expired.
Wow. Damn, P.
And then he tried to front me like, yo, I forgot it was even in there. I was like, whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
But
now, I want to ask you though. I want to ask you from the perspective of the closest person to an artist, right? So you're not an artist, and you were with an artist that was well known, and you know. So from the perspective of when y'all were together, what was that like? Like from the perspective for the women that watch that can kind of relate. They might be dealing with an artist or whatever. Like, what was that like?
You have to be willing to be second.
Mm.
And not in the sense that, you know, most people think of like, oh, you know, I'm supposed to be first. Yeah. Technically, yes. But when you're dealing with someone who is that passionate about whatever it is that they do, whether it's music, art, like art, whatever their passion is, whatever their job is, if they're passionate about it and that's their passion, you're going to play second to that.
Yes.
And it's not intentional. It's not on purpose. They don't mean to do it, but you will play second, and you have to be willing to accept that role and everything that comes with it. Because at the end of the day, if that person gets a call to come into work, they're going. If they get a call that the studio's open and they got 4 hours to just bang out whatever they need to bang out, and they need to be there within a half hour, best believe you're getting left wherever the fuck you at.
It's a fact.
And they're going to go what they got to do. And you have to be okay with it. If you're not going to be okay with it, it's not going to work. And it's not always easy, because it's not. There will be some times where you resent it. There will be times where you're jealous of something that's not real. It's not a person. You're not jealous of a person. You know, you're jealous of a thing. And that fucks with your head a little bit. But at the end of the day, you have to be willing to play that role. If you're not willing to play that role, then yeah, it's gonna be hard. But the person you're with also has to be understanding to what that does to you. And I think the biggest thing that I learned, because it wasn't always easy. Once we had kids, it got hard. When we didn't have kids, it was fine. It was easy. It was like, go do you, whatever. But once we had kids and they were older, that's when it became difficult.
Yeah.
It was like, no, we got a family thing we got to do.
Right.
Which, but there's give and take, and there does have to be some balance. And just because you're choosing to be second doesn't mean that there's not boundaries. Doesn't mean there's no compromise. And it took a while for him to get that.
Yeah.
It worked. But yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely going to be times where you're just like, fuck you and your music. I don't want to hear
that's real shit. That's definitely real shit. I always wanted to ask, a woman.
Yeah, no, it's hard. It's hard.
Who wasn't dealing with it.
And I think what made it work with us is that I was a fan of the music. Right? So because I was a fan of it, and because I came up around you guys, you know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a musician. That wasn't my thing, but I was at all the shows. I went to the free concerts and all of that. So there was a level of respect for what he did that I had that made it easy for me to be like, go do you. Go take care of what you gotta take care of. And his passion for the music became my passion for the music.
It was infectious.
It was infectious. Yeah, but also because I was a fan. Like, I was a fan of his music long before I was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know, always I respect what you guys do because it's fucking amazing. Like, to be able to do what you guys do is not easy. It looks easy. You could, you know, people think they could just stringing a few words together and staying on beat. No, it's a lot more complicated than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and I respect what you guys do, and I respected what he did. So it was a little easier to kind of deal with it. But, you know, there were days and there were times and, you know, where I was just like, you want to go, but don't expect me to be happy about it. And when you come back, yeah, I'm talking to you. So what? Deal with it. You know?
Yeah. And also, I mean, it's only right. It's fair. You know what I mean? It's fair. It's fair that you would feel the way you feel because, you know, you're a human being at the end of the day. So it is give and take with it. You know what I mean? It is give and take on both sides.
Yeah,
you know?
And you also can't make them feel like you can't make them feel guilty, especially when there's kids involved. You can't make them feel guilty for doing what they're doing. You know?
Right.
He had enough
Absolutely.
of that. Oh, he had enough of that on his own. Like not being there for, you know, the kids had a show at school or a concert at night and he couldn't be there because he had to be at the studio or he had to do something else. He felt, or he wasn't in town, he would feel guilty and he would feel bad. He wasn't able to be there. And it was my job to make him feel like it was okay. Even if I wasn't, even if the kids were disappointed, I had to make them feel like it was cool that dad's not around. It's not a big deal. And I had to make him feel like it was cool for him not to be there. That was the role I played. You know, try to keep him from feeling guilty and the kids feel like they're missing something. I don't know how successful I was with that. You can ask Raiden, I don't know. But I thought I did. Try to do the best I could, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
You know.
All right. Nah, I dig it. It definitely got me tough. Listen,
it's not that bullshit you see on TV, that love and hip hop bullshit. That is not the lifestyle.
Right. Yeah.
The lifestyle that you're to have living with someone who does this, who's grinding for it. You know what I mean? Like the whole different life.
The Grussel.
Yes,
Russell. The Russell. Yeah.
It's not glamorous.
So I'm gonna tell you what my favorite joint from PH is. Now, this is crazy. This is crazy because, again, like I told you before we came on and said action with this shit. See, that's P knocking the shit out of my ear, man. Word up. I that was my partner. So I heard a lot of shit. And my favorite song is a song that him, me, and Gene Gray did.
Okay.
And it's the Pure Hell record.
Okay.
I'm getting chills right now.
Yeah.
Because I remember that day vividly. First of all, me, him, and her, we were supposed to be a group called the Yakuza.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we started, we was working on material. We was working on music. And there's records, like there are records with just the three of us. A lot of that music disappeared. Like we don't know where it is. It's crazy. Yeah. But it's man, Pure Hell was during one of them sessions. It ended up on the OBS project, but Gene did the beat. And I remember me and P, we was there, we was in the studio, and she started doing that beat, and it was just so crazy. And here he go. I'm over there looking at him. She at the keyboard making the beat. She ain't even really thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This nigga. I'm like, oh, word? So I grabbed it. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. Like, we used to really do that. I always respected P's pen because it was different. You know what I'm saying? It was different. Like, how can I describe him? Like, he was a playful dude, mad fun, mad, you know what I'm saying? But when he turns into Pumpkinhead, he turns into PH.
It's different.
Yo, it's crazy. Like, there's vocabulary that comes from out of like real talk. Like, it's crazy. And cadences. Yeah. Like, it was crazy. That nigga said Pistol, Popper, Opera, Phantom Monster, Iran Contra, Jungle Gorilla getting Skrilla, Cop Killer Death Trap. You want to stress black? I put your head in the ground. Y'all a battery pack, giving feminine pounds. Some wild shit on Pure. like that shit was crazy. He said, I reached down and grabbed clouds. And, yo, he was wilding. And then Jean came on and did what she does on it. And it was a certified classic. That's my favorite joint. And you know, the background to that record. I really remember that day vividly. You know, a lot of the records were like that. Even Tough Guys, like when we did Tough Guys, me and him, we did the beat together.
Okay.
You know, and it was just me and him in the studio, and we did the back and forth. You know, a lot of our joints was like that.
Yeah.
You know. So, before we get into your favorite joint of P's, what do you think his favorite joint was? Like, was there something that he used to play all the time? Something that he might have told you?
His own music?
Yeah.
He was so, like, when he was in the midst of a project, he was so into it.
Yeah.
That, you know, that was like his favorite. And then as soon as it was done and he started the project, is like, everything he did before that was cool, but now it's like this. So
I'm like that too.
Yeah, it was constantly changing. But I think the one, I wouldn't say a song in particular, but I will say a project that he did that he felt didn't get the recognition that he felt it should have gotten was actually a mixtape. Kill Bill. The Kill Bill mixtape. That one, he was like, I remember how hype he was once he put that mixtape together, and the songs on there, he just like, he really, really tried to do like this thread with all of them. And they were all story-based songs. They weren't just like random, you know, he tried to have like a beginning, a middle, and an end storyline that went through the entire song. So he was trying to, like, when he would talk about it, the way I took it is like he was trying to create like these mini movies in each song. So he put a lot of thought into everything that he wrote for that particular project. And he was kind of disappointed that, you know, people didn't really like get it, or it just didn't push as well as he wanted it to push. But at the same time, it was like, dude, you got so many fucking mixtapes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard. You're pumping these bitches out like every 6 months, you know. But that one in particular, I suggest people go and look that one up, because that one he definitely put a lot. Like he really worked hard on that one. That's probably like that mixtape compared to all the other, you know, he had so many but that one in particular, I know he really like really into
it. Yeah.
So I can't say a song in particular because he would flip flop between them. But
that was an excellent answer. That's excellent. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Kill Bill mixtape
Volume 1
by my Volume 1 by my guy PH. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now we've come to the best part of the interview. You know what I mean? To you, what is your favorite? Now, it could be a song that never even came out.
Don't judge. Don't judge.
Okay.
No judgment here, okay? My favorite song from PH, Pumpkinhead, is Chubby Girl. You know what song it is.
I know Chubby Girl. That's your joint? That's how you feel?
My song. Oh my Lord.
Nah, it's dope. It's a dope joint. It's a dope joint.
Of that song. It makes me
joint.
Laugh so hard every time I hear it. I played it for Raiden earlier today, and he was like, come on, are you serious? I'm like, yes. And I'm over here dancing next to him. I'm like, it wasn't his first time hearing it, but he was like, what? Like, are you serious? I'm like, yes. And Rob used to get such a kick out of the fact that I love that song so much. He would just laugh at me. He's like, what? I'm like,
where? How did you hear it? How did you hear it for the first time? He played it for you?
He played it for me. Yeah, when he got home after recording it, he was like, yo, you got to hear this. You got to hear this. And he was cracking up. And I'm like, he was like, yo, he was fucking around in the studio. Da, 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 you got to hear it. You got to hear it. I was like, all right. So it comes on. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you feel that shit.
The arts, I was like, oh my God. I laughed so hard. I was crying the first time I heard it because I was laughing so much, like my stomach. And he's standing there and he's mouthing it and he's dancing, and it was just so funny.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people know how funny he was. Like,
and
that
that's
dude was
like
hilarious.
For me, that song is like what his personality is.
Yes.
Right?
In a nutshell.
It's the funny, the silly side of him that a lot of people, like his rap friends didn't necessarily see, or like the battle, the rap fans, not the friends, because the friends know that he was a big ass clown. But like the fans didn't necessarily see that side of him. The battle fans didn't not see that side of him. And that song was like, yeah, he's a fucking idiot. Like, he's retarded. There's something wrong with him. Like, why it was so funny to me is because that's the things he used to do to the boys when they were little. Like, he would always, songs would come on the radio and he would always change the lyrics.
Right.
So, like, funny, silly shit. And he would rap it to the boys and they would crack up laughing. Mm-hmm. And it was all to get them to laugh. So it would be like the most popular song. And you think he's about to just rap this popular song. No, he's making up completely different lyrics.
Right. Right, and flip it.
Never the same every time. It's always something crazy, something funny. And the boys would just crack up laughing. So when he put it actually out on something, I was like, oh my God, I love it. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's dope. That's super dope.
But
Wait, hold on. What happened?
Second favorite song is Bang Bang off of Kill Bill.
Bang, bang. Okay.
It's the hook on that is like, it gives me chills every time. The way that, I don't know who's the girl that sings it, but it just gives me chills every time I hear it. And it's that song, the storyline, he was like, because I remember when he was writing it, he was telling me the concept of the song. And he was like trying to explain to me what he wanted to do and how he was trying to figure out how to do it and how to make it so that each verse was like a different part of the story. And, you know, that was like the first, I believe that was the first song he wrote for that project. And he was just like, this was like the concept song of what he wanted the project to be. So that song is also really dope. And it's kind of like his view on the industry, you know? And I mean, it's a dope song, and the hook on it just gets me every time.
Yeah, nah, that's dope. That's what's up.
My favorite song is Chubby Girl. I don't care, hands down. Doesn't matter whatever music he put out. No, that one.
Yeah.
Out of all the projects.
Y'all make sure y'all go check out Chubby Girl and Bang Bang by PH. Make sure y'all go check those joints out.
I don't even know what project Chubby Girl is on, but I'm sure you can find it
somewhere. It's out there. Yeah, it's out there. Before what he said? Wait, let's talk to Ray. Let's get Ray. Yo, Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Rated in the building. PH's twin. Word up. What's good, bro?
I'm chilling. Just
here to see you.
Boy, being mean and stuff. I'm chilling. I'm just, relaxing at home, making sure everyone's good and stuff. Trying to take care of myself. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Man. Nah, that's what's up. So let everybody know, everybody out there, how old are you? First of all,
I'm currently 18 right now.
He is currently 18 out here, grown ass man out here in these streets, bro. So I want to ask you, when did you first figure out, like, when did you first start hearing who your pops was? Like really, like, when did it really hit you? Like, yo, my pops was, a big deal in this thing.
Like, I don't know, like, I guess it was probably after you passed. That's when I realized, because like it was always just my dad, to me. Like, I knew he did music. I listened to his songs every now and then. Like when he let me listen to them, or even if I just found stuff out on my own back when like he was around, when I was going through middle school and stuff. But like, it was just like, it seemed like a cool like thing that he had going on, but I didn't think it was like on a major scale where everyone from his block knew him. Everyone from like grind time and the battle rap scene known him. Cause like I got people I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even know half of the people that were coming up to me saying hi and like talking about dad to me. And it just shows how much he impacted, or like, his music impacted people and stuff, That's when it actually, unfortunately, like that when he was around, I guess, like realized it, I guess, But mom burned incense in the roof, but yeah. When he was around, like, yeah, I wish I knew it when he was around. But yeah, I realized.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna tell you, like I was telling your mom, a lot of my first in the music business was with him, like going overseas and just bugging out. Like we would just be chilling, watching TV, and be like, "Yo, son," be like, "What up?" Be like, "Yo, you want to rehearse?" Be like, "Okay, cool." And we just rehearse a routine, like for a show or something, just for no reason. You know what I mean? Like it was like a sword fight all the time, and I loved that. And I think that because now I'm a beast, bro. Like I keep dropping shit all the time, and I think that comes from being from that school. You know what I mean? From being from that
Yeah.
school and him being my partner, because the way his drive and his was crazy with that.
Yeah.
Now he was a funny dude. Tell me a memory that you got of him that was wild funny.
There's like 3 times.
I know it's gotta be more than that. That
Yeah,
dude.
but like off the top of my head, I guess, like, but of course there's obviously more, but off the top of my head, I would say probably when I was a kid, I was like really heavily into like kung fu movies and stuff. Me and him used to watch them, and like he got me like costumes and stuff. So I think I was like 4-ish. We still lived in Staten Island at the time, right? I was 5. Yeah, so I was 5, and he had like the Optimus Prime mask on with these foam swords and play with me and stuff.
Stormtrooper mask.
No, it was the Optimus Prime one, right?
The picture of the Stormtrooper.
The Stormtrooper, apparently. I see. My memory of it was hazy because like I was little, so
He had a foam sword, and a child-sized Stormtrooper mask, and you know how big his head was. So that mask was like this big on his face, and he had a purple scarf on, his house and a tank top with a scarf around his neck, and 2 foam swords.
No way.
Full costume, and they fighting in the living room.
When Dad taught me about like, cause like I was getting like when back then I was getting messed around at school and stuff, and me and him had to talk about it, and he was like teaching me how to defend myself and stuff, and like the basics, like if I get pushed, let them slide. They push me again, give me a warning. And if I get the last time, that's when I knock a little boy out. So that whole conversation, the way he said it and how it went, it was funny. I can't really relate, you know, because it was, I don't know. It's like something you had to be there to see and hear yourself. So
Yo, Ray, I got a funny story about your pops. I'm about to tell you, right? So one night we in the studio, and it's me, it's PH, it's my man Kaya, and it was other people around too. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember their faces. Kaya was drunk, right? And Kaya was talking mad shit, you know. And he kept fucking with P. He just kept messing with him, like. So P kept saying, "Yo, leave me alone, son. Leave me alone." And dude just kept messing with him, pushing him. It's like, "Yo, leave me alone, son. Leave me alone." Pushing him. Yo, I never seen this. Yo, P whooped this dude. Now, the studio, now Shantae, you've been to Macon. You know the studio was upstairs in Macon.
I've never been there.
You've never been to Macon?
He wouldn't let me go.
Oh God.
He said, "Nah, hell no, you ain't going over there."
Wow, that's crazy. All right.
You know
so
why.
Wait. Oh, the studio was upstairs, right? Yo, he whooped this dude Kaya ass all the way upstairs, all the way down the steps, all the way outside to the curb. P was on top of him, crying. Like, yo, I ain't want to do this to you. He's like, yo, I ain't want to do this. Yo, I was crying. Yo, I ain't know whether to laugh or stop the shit. Yo, but Kaya had it coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, Duke kept telling him, he was like, yo, leave me alone, Kaya. Leave me alone. You know, true story, too, man. True story. Shout to Kaya. Oh, no. But yeah, look.
I about his like hands being lethal. Like he used to beat the crap out of people. Like even while playing, he'll break someone's nose by accident.
Yeah. Like he was a beast. Like it was wild. It was wild. Like, you know, I was there. I seen it. So you know what I mean? I seen it. My own two eyes. But yeah, man. Yo, look, I want to thank y'all for joining us on your favorite song and giving us. Oh shit. That's a classic. That's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a classic. That's the dynamic with the It's Over on the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Orange.
Featuring me with the orange cover. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so that so that shit stood out, so they knew what that was.
To answer your question that you asked me off camera, no. Royce was not named after Royce the 5'9". Raiden was not named after Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Clear the air real quick. No. The only person who was named after anyone is Robbie. Robbie was named after Rob.
After him, yeah.
That's it. Royce's name came out of a baby book, the same baby book that Raiden's name came out of.
Yeah. It's just a coincidence, y'all. Stop it.
Yes, he was a fan of Royce the 5'9", but that's not why we named Royce. That's not how he got his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to clear
that. No doubt. And that is cleared up. Y'all need to stop that. But yeah, yo, I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining us on this episode where it really meant a lot. And yo, what y'all got coming up? Yo, what you got coming up, man? What you doing?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you.
I started producing, learning how. I'm gonna make a song soon, probably. I don't know. Depends. It depends on what's coming out. Coming 2040, man. 2040 mixtape coming out. But
yeah.
Yeah.
2040.
I've been working on editing stuff. I just do stuff for fun on the internet. I don't really do much. But like you could just say look up Raiden and something will pop up, like at least.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how it starts. It starts out as fun, and then it turns into a passion. So, you know, whatever it is, just keep doing it, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Nope, nothing. Just being a mom, she said.
Just being a mom. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I salute you and thank y'all for joining us on your favorite song. Peace, y'all.
Peace.